Hey there, hey, and thank you for tuning in to this Labor Day pod of Born to Be a Star. Today is another day, another opportunity for you to recognize your star power. And I apologize, stars, for not doing the Friday podcast. Life just got away from me and it got too late and I just didn't have time, and I attempted to do it over the weekend and the weekend was so busy, and here it is Monday. But I will do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday podcast and probably post it at some point just so we don't leave that one vacant. Anyways, today is another day, another opportunity for you to recognize your star power, for you to recognize where you've been and where you're going on your stardom journey. It's reflecting on what you see in that mirror, right? We're learning to love our reflection, love who we are, love who we're becoming. We're constantly learning, constantly growing, and constantly succeeding. That is the goal. It should be. I can't tell you life is always going to be easy, because it's not, right? When we're reflecting in the mirror, we should be saying to ourselves every day, today is going to be a good day. Yes, I can have a great day. We should be saying to ourselves, yes, I can learn something new. Yes, I can change my mind. Yes, I can try something different. Yes, I can be victorious or learn how to knit or sew. Maybe you want to play chess. Maybe you want to learn how to play poker and you've never played poker before at the casino. Maybe you want to learn how to play the cello or the violin or the piano, or maybe you want to play the game of Clue, right? The idea of all those things is we're saying to ourselves, yes, we can do them. Even if you just want to get through a Netflix show, or you want to get through another season of um, Hell's Kitchen, like I do. Whatever the case may be, we should be looking for an opportunity to say to ourselves, yes, we can. And then accomplish the things and do them. It's a bucket list that we need to get through, right? That's the idea of yes, you can. The next part of the mantra, following yes, you can, yes, we can, is the idea of never giving up, right? The idea of never giving up is brought to you by John Cena, and especially giving a voice to those men and women that serve for the United States of America, but not just those who serve, but all of us included. The idea of never giving up is, how can you possibly give up on someone you love or someone you care about or yourself and not be willing to persevere through the difficulty? Life is hard. Life is difficult. But if we do not persevere through the difficulty, how can we get back to the good? We have to understand that the darkness is constantly chasing us. And the idea and the verbiage of never give up is to fight through that, right? No one is going to have an easy time. Honestly, today is an opportunity for us to say to ourselves, we're never going to give up, right? The doctor doesn't give you good news. You don't get the promotion you wanted. You don't get to buy the house of your dreams because you got outbid at the last minute. Or you thought you were going to move and you didn't move. You thought you were going to get that car and they sold it. You thought you were going to buy that thing online and it sold out, right? You thought something and it did not happen the way that you wanted it to. Whatever the case may be, we need to understand that if we don't fight for tomorrow and if we do not persevere through the difficulty, there isn't going to be a good, because we're not going to be able to see that. Following the idea of never giving up is the idea of why not today, because procrastination and indecisiveness is not our friends. I don't understand how people just sit around and never do anything, and they don't organize their lives, and they just allow time to go by without any kind of organization. Nothing's going to get done if you do that. You're just going to be waiting forever. If you don't fix the the blemish on the wall in the living room or that weird thing that's there, how's it going to get fixed? There's a question. If you don't fix the dishwasher that's been broken for 2.5 weeks, that doesn't sound correctly, and you don't call a super, or you don't get somebody from Angie on the phone, how are you going to fix that? That's a question. If you don't get someone to look at the washing machine in the basement, how are you going to wash clothes and have clean clothes for work? Or just life. Even if you're a stay-at-home mom and you're washing the clothes for the kids and your husband or your family, how are you going to wash those clothes if the washing machine in the basement does not work correctly? Don't you have to get that fixed? Shouldn't that be the idea, that we don't put off today for tomorrow and we get things done proactively, understanding if we don't do it, it's not going to get done? Following the idea and the mantra, we need to get to the politics. Now, I took Friday off because I was busy, but I did have an opportunity to listen to Kamala Lyon Harris and her running mate, whose name I don't even want to say out loud. These people think that you're stupid. And when I say you, I mean you. It doesn't matter what country you're from. It doesn't matter what time it is where you are. America is the guiding light for the world. And when America falls, the world's going to fall with it. Now, I know there's a lot of countries that could use help and could use some momentum or some push or some guidance. But America deserves its freedom. And it's unfortunate that things happen in different parts of the world, like North Korea versus South Korea and China versus Russia. But you know what isn't a good thing? That the United States keeps putting tariffs on Russia and they keep partnering up with China. It's probably not a great idea. It's also probably not a great idea that we outsourced all these jobs to China and we've outsourced all this electric stuff to China. The Green New Deal is a fucking lie and we all know it. There's that. I wanted to start the conversation off by talking about Kamala Harris because she doesn't have anything to run on except for the fact that she's better than Donald Trump. She's been the vice president for 3.5 years. And I say this to you every day when we get to this part of the podcast of no media allowed, no media allowed, no media allowed. Because they lie to us anyway. Now see, I brought that jingle to you, brought to you by the Voice of Americans, right? That's where the no media allowed jingle came from. I'm just witnessing a bunch of bullshit, and I don't really like it. Kamala Harris doesn't have anything. Whoever is running her, her candidacy is hiding her. She came out, and we saw it, right? With her interview with Dana Bash, or whatever the fuck her name is, from CNN, and she went with CNN for a reason. But that didn't help her numbers. It's not helping her. She hasn't had any difficult questions. She hasn't had a difficult person asking her things. Instead, she's been hidden away from us. And that's just questionable. But okay, how long are we going to allow this? Because if the CIA and the FBI can show up to my doorstep and ask me questions because they find out that I'm a Trumpian, I'm a conservative, or I'm a Christian, then I kind of feel like we should be able to ask Kamala Harris questions. Like, remember when you said that private medical should be cut off because we need to just get rid of it? I gotta tell you, I like my private medical and I don't want free medical. So just because other people can't afford the private medical that me and my family have does not mean I have to give a flying shit about that, right? Me and my husband work very hard, right, to have the life that we have. Why do you get to dictate how our medical is covered? There's a question. I don't care about your opinion. Why are you talking about price gouging with the grocery store too? Why does she say this ridiculous shit? And what are they running on? How stupid do they think Americans are? Or not just Americans, anyone with a brain. They want to be pro green energy, but they don't have anything. Honestly. It's just too much crap, right? I get up every day and I go to work, except for today is Monday and it's Labor Day and I don't have to go to work because I work in the financial field and it's a federal holiday and I don't work on those holidays because I work with money. Great. So, taking that into consideration, working in the federal field, I work very hard at my job and I've just been able to see and witness things in a very strange way lately. It doesn't matter that I work hard. It doesn't matter that I show up on time, even early. It doesn't matter if I'm a real team player. It doesn't matter if I put all my energy and effort into my job to show that I am reliable and responsible and I'm all those things, right? To actually utilize my college education and my skill set and all the things that I learned. Because someone else could come behind me that doesn't have any of those traits and be a DEI hire and they'll like them better than me. Which is insane to me, but okay. Even hard work doesn't matter anymore. Accomplishments and like things that should matter, right? Merit should matter and exist, but it doesn't. In this climate, a company would rather fail with unqualified employees than succeed with qualified employees. And it's just bizarre to me in so many ways, but especially when it comes to politics, because when I listen to Kamala Harris and that idiot she has running beside her and that stupid ass conversation that they had, I'm just left feeling like I still don't know what you're running on, and I don't understand how you think you're going to win. We all know who Donald Trump is. He was already the president for 4 years. And honestly, if he's going to come back, we all know everything is going to get fixed. It's probably not going to happen right away, but it will get better sooner than her being the president for 4 years. Have you seen what has happened for 3? That's my question. How are we pretending like we don't know what has just happened for the last 3 years? They're playing the world, okay? These elite fuckers are playing all of us. The uniparty wannabe people. They're lying. Whether it's the rhinos in the Republican Party or the dinos in the Democratic Party, the Nancy Pelosi's, the Chuck Schumers, all these elderly ass people that need to give the voice to the younger generation. Those who get up every day and go to work and don't have a house. Those who get up every day and have one car for a household, right? Those who get up every day and they're living paycheck to paycheck, but they still get up every day. And they're holding the world up because they're holding up the United States of America, because the United States of America is funding a bunch of shit that doesn't make any sense. And we have a lot to talk about today on this episode in this edition of No Media Allowed. So I just gave you some of the headlines. You should also go out and watch this really hilarious movie from Daily Wire called What Makes Me Racist with Matt Walsh. I can't wait to watch it. Now I have a membership, so I don't have to pay for it. So go get a Daily Wire membership. And I'm not hyping them up because I want any recognition from Daily Wire. I'm just saying to watch it because it's kind of hilarious. It's like the thing where he was like, what is a woman? And none of them answered the question. It's kind of the same thing. So if you're looking for an interesting experimental like movie or documentary, I think you should watch it. I think you'll like it. The headlines of the conversation: no questions allowed. So when people try to ask Kamala Harris questions, or even her vice president, or even the people that were at the DNC or the Democratic, I don't know, senators or House members or any of these people, when they ask them like regular questions about the fact that we're in hyperinflation, or the fact that people are living paycheck to paycheck and they can't afford things, or the fact that the housing market is crap and Wall Street is based off of Jerome Powell instead of the actual market, the fact that the housing market is, burning alive as we can see the flames, the fact that a bunch of shit is bad: gas, housing, living, wages, day to day, everything just basically sucks. We are experiencing the bad part of, a Detective Comics thing called Gotham City. But Gotham City is not just a city. It's Gotham, United States. The black haze is all over every state, every city, every town, every district in the United States of America. In the middle, the upper middle, the people that are the working class of this nation are paying for it for no reason, right? We didn't start this, yet they're making us pay for it. And when I hear Kamala Harris say she's going to go after corporations and this ridiculous taxes crap, you know who she's going to go after? Us. Now, I told you at the beginning of this, me and my husband work very hard. Why are we working this hard? For you to continue to take all this money from us in taxes and punish us? What the fuck? Like, it's ridiculous. But like I'm saying, they're not answering questions. And I mean none of them, including the people that are on Clinton News Network and CDNC and all these ridiculous stations that don't do anything. They're just blatantly lying, and they think we're all stupid. And now, I'm not stupid. I'm really educated and smart. And when I have political conversations with people, I understand that everything is not okay, right? The numbers are horrible, right? We are in like 18 different fucking wars in the world, right? Duh. So when you listen to these people try to incentivize you and tell you that they can't answer questions, how in the world can you vote for them? There's a question mark that I have. So those hostages that they were supposed to let go and they were supposed to come up with some, deal, some ceasefire. I got a question about the ceasefire. There was a ceasefire on October 6th of 2023. And you know what happened with that ceasefire? People ran up into Israel, and I don't know how they got in there because that place is on like a major lockdown. So the idea that they were able to break into that country the way that they did leads me to more questions than answers, and no Jewish person is going to answer them, so I'm not going to bother asking. And the moment you bring that up, just like the guy in charge of Turning Point brought up, they want to cut you off and rip you a new one. Oh, okay. So, how does this work? Those hostages are dead. One of them was an American. We know he's dead. His mother and father spoke at the DNC. I did hear that conversation when they were pleading to get him back. But there's a bunch of Jewish people in Israel, Jerusalem, protesting against Netanyahu, their leader. Do they not understand what a hostage situation, and do they not understand who Hamas is? Are they completely dumb enough to think that a ceasefire is going to clear the problem? Do they not understand that these people want to completely annihilate them and remove them from existence entirely? They want to take over all their land, and they don't want any representation of Jewish anything. Okay, if you thought Hitler was bad, I mean, these people are probably worse. So, taking into consideration all the ways they want to destroy their lives, why are they outside protesting Netanyahu? Why are they saying that if he had got a ceasefire, this probably wouldn't have happened? I got a question for you. Let's say he did get a ceasefire. What makes you think they still wouldn't have done that? They're doing this because they can. The entire reason they did this is because they're trying to prove a point. They're radicals. And that's it. We can't save them. We can't fix them. There cannot be a two-state. It has to be one message. We have to side with our allies. In the United States I was going to say Obama, but it's Biden, but it probably is Obama. So Obama and Kamala are showing their skin. And they're showing that they're anti-Israel and that they definitely have a lot of problems, right? They are not allies of anyone. including the American people. Now, these people that died, they were likely going to die anyway. And the idea that you think these hostages are going to be freed is insane to me. I have been saying for months, if not a year, that they're all going to die. We have to be thinking like 15 steps ahead of these people. And I understand that that might not sound nice, especially if people's family members are there and they're getting all emotional and sad and crying and blah, 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 blah. And they're having these feelings. But this is a war. It's not pretty. It's not nice. It's a war. And the more we spend time pretending like everything is going to be saved and fixed, the less time we have. And that's unfortunate. So I'm very sad that Hamas is dead. And I'm very sad that the others were taken away for their family members. Let us take a moment of silence and pray to Jesus Christ. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done as earth as is in heaven. Give us our day, our daily bread. Dear Lord, please bless those who have been taken unrighteously from us, taken in a horrible way. Please bring peace and love and passion to their family members at this horrible time. Listening to one of those that died almost brought me to tears, because he's not coming back. They might have thought he was, but he's not. And his mom can say she's going to miss him and she has to get ready to live the rest of her life without him. But another thing I want to bring up is something that's not nice. It's difficult, and I'm going to say it. Maybe Jewish people in the United States and Israel need to always be prepared for shit like this to happen. Maybe they need to hype up the protection 50% more just because of these lunatics, right? Maybe that needs to happen. It's not pretty. It's horrible. It's horrifying. It's scary. There's no words. I'm going to always side with Israel. And I don't really care what anybody is saying. Anybody that's pro-Hamas is anti-American. And there's just that. Right? That's it. There isn't anything else. And you can try to claim that you're right and I'm wrong, but there isn't. And there's going to be one winner here. Us. So I say Netanyahu should say fuck the ceasefire and should just completely annihilate Iran and Hamas. And maybe even some sort of part of Egypt too. Because you do understand Egypt is a part of this shit too, with these secret tunnels underground and all these places, right? Why aren't they being made to do things that are actually going to move the needle? There isn't going to be a ceasefire here. There's going to be more bloodshed, and we just need to be ready and prepared for that. This is not the end. It's only the middle of it. Moving on from Israel, because we talk about that every day, there's no trickle-down effect. So listening to Kamala Harris say she wants to help communities and a bunch of other things. Bitch, no you don't. Have you really been to communities that really need help and people that really need something to go good? Right? Are you talking to the men and women that get up every day and go to work? Or are you talking to people that you can pansy to, that you can give a handout to, that you know will support you? Black people need to wake the hell up and understand that they have power and they don't have to give it to Kamala. So disconnect yourself from the Democratic Party. Anybody of any race, any sexuality should disconnect themselves from the Democratic Party. They're taking our tax money, and what the hell are they spending it on? Because it's not the fucking roads that I drive over every day to get to work. It's not that. It's definitely not keeping the kids safe in the community. It's not that. It's definitely not education. It's not that. It's definitely none of the things that they say that they're going to pay for. So they always say that they're doing things and that there's a trickle down effect. And when somebody gets money, it's going to go to the communities and the neighborhoods and all this and it doesn't, right? If you want to succeed, you have to know you have to make a lot of money. And if you want to make a lot of money, you got to work really hard to get that. That's it. The government isn't going to give you anything that they're not going to make you pay back. Dude. Russia is laughing at the world while it's doing dirty business with China and whatever that part of Korea that's not good, right? They're like doing exchanges. BRICS is completely ignoring the United States of America, and the American dollar is dying. I continue to tell people that they're going to get rid of real money and digital currency is going to take over, and people think I'm crazy, but it's coming. America is not at the head of their game anymore. They've lost that footing and they've lost that momentum. See, they're too busy trying to do things that they shouldn't be involved in. Ukraine is a loss. It's over. They lost. The war is going to end with Russia winning. There's not going to be any ceasefire talks there too. Because you know what Putin's doing? He's just blowing shit up left and right and probably having fun doing it. He doesn't care. And why should he? Do you understand what happened with Putin, right? They got too close to his land, and he knew it, and he knew Biden was there, and he did that. That's what happened. And nothing's going to fix it. He is a powerful leader, and I think we need to be fully aware of that, and we need to be fully aware of the fact that it's a joke to pretend like Ukraine's going to win anything. Germany just cut them off. So why is the United States of America still giving them money? I don't get it. Moving on from politics, thanks for tuning into this Labor Day edition of No Media Allowed, No Media Allowed, No Media Allowed, because they lie to us anyway. So, dude, the media shouldn't be allowed because they're liars. Chrome nails. Oh my God. Right now I have white chrome and I'm in love. The next time I do chrome, I think I'm going to do a black base with the silver chrome on top, or maybe like a beige chrome. I don't know yet. I'm going in a week, so we'll see what happens. I don't know if I want to do that on my toes too. I'm thinking maybe yes. We'll see what happens. I just think it looks so official. It's so cute, and it goes with everything, and it's really different. Like, it's not a design. I've gotten out of design for like a year. They just started irritating me, but I really, really do like the idea of chrome. It's just something about it. It feels like so like techie and like really fashionable and really cute, and I feel like I love it. I feel like if you're a girl like me and you're looking for something cute, you'll totally love it like I do. Even if you're not a girl like me and you're a boy like me and you want to paint your nails and you want to try something new, I say go for it. So you have to do like a base coat and then you put the chrome on top of it. Now I did white and then we put the chrome on top of it. So like it's not like white, it's sort of pearly white, but I really like it. And I just like the idea of chrome because, like, for me, chrome is like top notch. It's above gold. And I like things that are glossy and shiny and beautiful and bright. So for me, totally excited. I think that you'll like giving chrome a try too, especially with your nails and maybe even jewelry too. Why not? Moving on from chrome nails to self-health. So I ordered this thing called Javi because I was tired of going to Starbucks. I'm sick of Dunkin' Donuts spending like $6 for a damn latte and just constantly spending money and effort getting these things every day. And instead of me wasting my time and wasting my energy doing these things, I wanted to do something different. So I ordered Javi. It's got low sugar, low calories, and it's really going to fit into the new lifestyle that I'm building. I want to be healthy, I want to live long, and I want to live strong, right? The idea is I'm going to the gym, I have my personal trainer, I'm drinking water, I'm buying the Stanley Cups that are 40 ounces, I got my mom on one too. You know, the idea is that you build the momentum of eating healthy. Lately, we've been trying to do better with the way we eat too, eating more like actual foods, eliminating like fast foods. Today for dinner we had Panera Bread and it was really good. I had my favorite green goddess salad and oh my God, it was so flavorful and so tasty and so good. And those are more of the things that I really want to consume and eat. And exercising and being active and eating breakfast and all these things that I'm going to talk about once we get to Vegstar at the end of the podcast. But self-health is really important, not just with eating, but going to the gym and like putting on a face mask and taking time to sleep and things like that are really important. If you don't take the time to put yourself first, then you're going to put yourself last. So this means that you should, maybe get a back rub, maybe go to a spa, maybe get your nails done. I brought up the beginning of the conversation with chrome nails. I get my nails done every 2 to 3 weeks. I get a pedicure and I get my nails done. I get a gel overlay and I get my nails painted. And I get it done every 2.5 weeks, right? I get my eyebrows done too. I'm not going to lie about it. That to me is self-health. One, I work in a professional environment, so my stuff has to look tip-top. Again, I work in a profession where I dress to impress, and first impressions are everything in my business. So, taking that into consideration, my hair, my nails, the way I smell, the way I look, I have to look that part. If I don't get my nails done, if I don't get my eyebrows done, if I don't get my toes nailed, what are they going to look like? I cannot look basic and I can't be undone. So I have to get those things done. Self-health could be getting your nails done. Self-health could be the massage. Self-health could be the facial cream, right? Maybe you're taking the time to switch the lotions up that you're wearing so you get one that's better for your skin. Maybe you're giving yourself a mousse hair massage with some mayonnaise like conditioner, and you're trying something new. If you don't have self-health, and if that's not an important part of your everyday lifestyle, you're going to forget yourself. And forgetting yourself isn't going to lead you anywhere. It's going to lead you to bad things. Moving on from self-health, because you need to love yourself first. These insane rent prices continue to go higher, but I guess like now the normal rent price is like $1,500. Like I'm trying to look at like 2 bedrooms, but like they're like $1,900 and up, and it's just like, what the hell, man? Why are the 2 bedrooms so high? Like, God, I know everything is going up because of inflation, but it's just like, what the hell? But I guess that's the price of fun. The town that I love, I want to live in, and we were looking at a condo to rent it, and the condo price to rent it is like $1,850, and I guess that's okay. If we're splitting that's like $9 a piece. That's doable. I mean, here's the thing. This is why I brought up the price of apartments, right? Me and Skip had a conversation today that I thought was very interesting, and I'm peaking 30 minutes here, so this is definitely going to be longer than I wanted it to be, but live with me, okay? I didn't podcast Friday, so just give your girl some time. Some people want to buy houses, and they want to pay into a mortgage, and they want that to be their life, right? While others don't want their money to be tied up in a mortgage. They want to live with the ability to be able to go whenever they want. And I think that's the thing about me and Skip that I've always liked. Sure, we've lived in this apartment that we've had for a while. We know all our neighbors. We know the office. We know the lady at the front desk. We know everybody, right? We know the people that work in the building. We know the super. Linda's the lady in the office. She's really nice. And there's a bunch of other people with a bunch of names that are important that I'm not going to say. And we know the owners and their kids and their kid and the sister of the brother. We know all the people, right? We know our neighbors. It's a very great place to live. And at some point when we leave here, we're going to go somewhere different with new neighbors and new people and a new office and a bunch of new other things that we've never seen before and we've never experienced, and we're going to have to start all over again. Now, part of me wants to not endure that and go directly into our own space away from apartments. But then again, do we really want to take our money and then invest it into a property where it's going to be tied up and we can't get access to it? It's like when you invest your money in a CD. It's in that CD for 7 months, and you can't touch it, or you have to pay a penalty. I think that the insane rent prices should bring you to think about buying. But then you have to look at the insane, like, mortgage prices. It's insane because do you want the freedom of being able to pick up and go wherever you want and not being attached to a house? Or do you want to have a mortgage and you're paying off something that maybe you're not going to love soon? Like, I don't know. It's like with a car. Like, I'm paying, like, my car to own it. But part of me wishes I had to consider it a lease, right? Or maybe a lease buyout. Because I'm stuck with this and I'm going to pay it off and I'm going to trade it and I'm never going to get the money it's worth. So I don't know if having a car for like 7 years or whatever the normal years are, even 5, is worth it. Like, you're investing your money into something that loses the value the moment you buy it. That goes for a house too. When it's on the market and people are bidding for it, that is one thing. But the moment you sign the paperwork and you buy it, it's no longer worth that value. Unless you live in a place where a lot of people want to be. Outside of that, you got to be careful. You don't want to be caught and tied up and not be able to go anywhere. And you don't want to live house poor. You don't want to buy a house and not be able to live in the house or buy furniture in it. You know what house poor is? We've talked about that before. You have to be careful with these rent prices. Even if you might have to move into somewhere not as big as you want it, consider your options, right? Consider them and don't be stuck. That's all I'm saying. Moving into the next part of the conversation. Redecorating the kitchen. So redecorating the kitchen doesn't mean you have to buy entirely new pots and pans. Doesn't mean you have to paint the cabinets, although you could. Maybe you're putting up little wall art, right? Maybe you're getting new placemats. Maybe you're doing something differently than you did it before. Whatever the case may be with redecorating the kitchens, it doesn't have to be something that's like going to devastate your pocket, right? Or something that's going to take a lot of effort to complete. Maybe it's something that's small, but it looks big. Maybe instead of doing the entire cabinet, you get like some gold knobs, right? Or some platinum knobs. Maybe you get new dishes or new silverware. Maybe you switch up your one pan and switch the color. Maybe you're getting a new Maybe you get a new toaster oven. Maybe you get a new air fryer. Maybe you're doing something like you're putting your Keurig on a different stand. Whatever the case may be, you should be looking for ways or opportunities to make this aspect something important to yourself. Just a thought. Moving on from your kitchen to fake jewelry, which is the next part of the conversation. Be careful buying jewelry on Poshmark and Amazon and all these places because it's going to turn your skin green, and you really don't want to wear fake jewelry like that, especially when it comes to gold and things like that. Honestly, fake jewelry is not good, right? Understanding what you're buying, because I'm totally a posher, and was in this Posh video, and this chick likes to sell jewelry, and some of her jewelry is great. But I bought this like orange and white set that I really liked, and it started breaking, and like it just irritated me that that happened. But that was just one thing, and I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. But the bracelets and the it needs to be more than just looking at jewelry. You really have to know what it is before you buy it, right? You need to be aware of what the quality is too, because you could buy something that's real, but it's dainty and it's gonna break. Like, you really should be buying things that are gonna last you a long time. They're gonna keep up its value. Like, when you look at your wedding ring or your wedding band, you want to buy somebody something that it's not going to lose the sparkle, right? Like, my wedding ring is a bunch of carats, and my husband did a great job on buying it and finding it. I have a princess cut diamond, and it's totally beautiful and everything I could have wanted, right? He really did take his time with this, and I didn't have to say anything to him because he's a very bright man. Be careful with your jewelry, your necklaces, your earrings, your bracelets, your watches, because you might put something on your skin and it might give you a breakout. You might get sick. You got to be really careful. That's why you don't want to buy fake jewelry, because it might be worse than you think. More walk-ins. So when I think about walk-ins, I think about like when I have an appointment to get something done, and then I look at people just randomly walking in. Now, when I get my hair done, or when I get my nails done, I make an appointment to go to the place. When I see people walking in like, hey, can I get this done? I'm kind of like, what the hell is this? Do you experience that in your life? Like doctor's appointments or like something that's important? Do you have that experience? How do you feel about walk-ins? It's really not a thing for me. I don't know. Moving on from the main part of the conversation, let us get into watching things with Star Watch Talk. So over the weekend, including Friday, me and Skip basically looked at everything on our list. We watched this show called Dark Winds. Phenomenal. Oh my God, you need to watch it. It's this Native American show, and it had me addicted. We watched the latest season of it. Very good. I think it was on Peacock or Paramount. I loved every moment of it. The Killer, that was a movie on Peacock. Very good. That was a spy movie that was on. It kind of is falling into the same trait of all the other spy movies, where for the person that's the spy wants to be good instead of bad and doesn't want to just kill people, which has me like, is this really a spy movie or what the hell is this? Bad Monkey, that was a great movie, very good. Quiet Place, The Origins, it probably could have been better. It could have had a better ending, but it was pretty good. It did give a lot of insight into Quiet Place and how everything started or where it originated from. There really wasn't really much explanation of what happened. You kind of just had to. it was good. It could have been better, but it wasn't bad. The movie that I really enjoyed over the weekend was called Bike Riders. Phenomenal. Hearty to die for. So good. I really want to watch that movie again. There's this thing called Drive Away Dolls. I don't know if I want to watch it. Classified. The Penguin's coming on. I'm excited about that show. You know I love DC Comics and especially Gotham City. I'm really into the darker characters like the Joker and Harley Quinn, and I really began loving them like about maybe 5 years ago, and I've just completely fallen in love with those characters. There is going to be the Batman 2, which has the main character of Twilight in it, Edwin. So I'm very excited about that. I can't wait to see that movie. I thought the first one was phenomenal. I love the take on Batman. There hasn't been a Batman that has been like created that way, and I really thought it was incredible. The Twilight Zone. I can't remember the last time I watched that, but I want to. Moving on from the Twilight Zone to eating things. For dinner tonight, we had Panera Bread, and it was delicious. I told you about my salad. So good. For lunch, we had Arby's. It was delicious. We love being patrons of Arby's. I had the chicken wrap. It was very good. Jalapeno popper chicken bake. Does that sound like something you want to eat? Maybe, maybe not. One pot jerk chicken. I would definitely try that. I love jerk chicken. Not everyone makes it the same. I like jerk chicken. It's my favorite, but like if the chicken's not right, if it's not the right flavoring, it doesn't work. Like I really think you have to build your jerk chicken sauce and your flavor, and you have to know what to put in it. It has to be like authentic. It can't not be somebody just randomly making that. But I think the idea of having a one pot jerk chicken is delicious. When you can when you can't eat fast food anymore, I feel like now if I try to eat McDonald's, I get sick or I feel like I need to barf or something. So like I'm going to be limiting fast food for myself. I knew some people like to eat it for convenience or something, maybe once in a while, maybe. But literally, I think you have to be careful with fast food because it can like ruin your stomach and it can really like affect you in a wrong way. And it's not good for you, right? Literally. Fast food is not our friends and we need to stop eating it entirely. Like I love Taco Bell and I want to eat that too, but I want to eat these things sparingly because I care about living longer and stronger and I don't want to take diabetes medicine and I don't want heart blood pressure. I don't want any of that crap. I'm not on any of those medications and I'm losing weight the correct way and I want to remain doing that. Sesame noodles. I haven't had any, but I want some. Cream cheese stuffed mini peppers. Doesn't that sound good? I am having mini peppers for lunch at some point this week, and I can't wait to eat them. Delicious. My friends, that is the end of this Labor Day pod. Thank you for tuning into Born to Be a Star. Don't forget that you are a star wherever you are. See you same place, same time tomorrow. Bye. And good night and good morning and everything else. Brothers and sisters, you, me, us, they, them. Not only are we going to save the United States of America and the rest of the world, including it, we are also going to save the galaxies beyond the galaxies because we are the beginning and the middle and the end. The stars in the darkness, the light in the darkness. We were here when everything started. We'll be here when everything ends. We are omnipresent just like Jesus Christ. And the darkness can't stop us. The darkness is scared of us because we are the light. Brothers and sisters, when we hold hands, when we adhere to our star power, we brighten everything together. And our light is unstoppable. Our light is unapologetically perfect. And our light is irreplaceable. We are going to save and change everything together. I see the light in you, and I hope and pray that you see that light in me. I'll see you same place, same time tomorrow. Don't forget you're a star wherever you are. Bye.